Are you tired of eating the same old sides every single holiday? I am. So I'm going to show you guys how to make some exciting new sides for your Christmas party. Christmas party?
Holiday party.
Holiday party or Christmas dinner this year. We've got a potato, a Brussel, and butternut squash. So we're going to take the humble potato and we're going to make them crispy, really crispy. And we're going to be coating them with Cajun seasoning and some Parmesan. I'm also going to show you how to make a remoulade dip on the side, because what's a potato without a dip? I'm just going to cut them up into small chunks. I'm keeping the skin on because I love the skin of potatoes. I find the crispiness of the skin is something I really enjoy, but you can take the skin off if you want to. So for the spice mix, you can actually buy a Cajun spice seasoning, but I didn't have that today. So I'm going to show you how you can make it up really fast as well with ingredients that you should probably have at home. I like using avocado oil when I'm cooking, and then adding in all the spices into the oil. Great. Paprika just makes everything look so pretty. And I can smell the herb mix and the spices already, and they smell so fragrant. So I used to be someone who would always use parchment paper, and I used to think that that made, one, things not stick, and two, made things crispier. But what I found out and realized is direct contact to the pan makes things way crispier. We're gonna add some Parmesan, grating it over. You can be as generous as you want to be. It's the holidays. Spoil yourself. Another trick to getting it crispy is making sure that all the potatoes are on one layer. Don't have them one on top of another. And then it's time to pop it in the oven. For the remoulade, usually it's made with just mayo, but I like to make mine a little bit healthier if I can. So I do half of mayonnaise and half yogurt. I also find it gives it a better texture and it doesn't taste too mayo-y. I don't like that. I'm adding in mustard, some dill, fresh parsley, capers that are crushed or chopped finely, a pinch of paprika, and a little bit of lemon. Oh, look at the crisp on these potatoes. My Lord. Don't forget to say a prayer of gratitude before you eat each and every one of these dishes. Oh. Mmm. This is the winner. This is so delicious. Oh my goodness. The pair of both of these, phenomenal. Next, I'm going to show you a really fun recipe that I actually created for the holidays. It does have a few more ingredients than usual, but bear with me because it's really worth it. You cut up the butternut, it gets coated in a batter that's made from chickpea flour and dipped into a nut and seed mix with nutritional yeast. So I've already peeled this butternut squash, cut the top off, cut it in half. No elegant way of doing this, it seems. Okay, cut it in half. Take out all the seeds from inside, and then I usually just cut them into semicircles, about like an inch wide. Now, if you want them all to match, what I used to do is try and cut them all so they're this shape, just because I like them looking all the same. I usually just get a little cutter and press into them, like that. For the outer coating, this nut seed mix, I'm actually using a food processor. If you don't have a food processor and you just have a blender, you don't want to grind it up too much, so you'll probably have to pulse it. But ideally using a food processor so it stays a little bit chunky. I'm adding in walnuts, almonds, sunflower seeds, and hemp seeds. And then for flavor, we've got nutritional yeast, smoked paprika, and some salt. It basically ends up being like having healthy breadcrumbs, but just with so much more nutrients. I know you're probably not thinking about nutrition when it's your Christmas meal, but it's always nice knowing you're getting something good in you. For the coating to stick, we need a batter. We're gonna make that out of chickpea flour, some cornstarch, some oil, milk, liquid aminos or soy sauce, some smoked paprika, and some salt. This is the messy part. Keep one hand for the wet bowl and one hand for the dry bowl, so then you don't have to keep washing your hands in between. Try and get a good thick coating of this mix on top. It always tastes better that way. And you put it onto your oil tray. And then it's time to pop it in the oven. Wow. That is a bougie butternut. Delicious. When I used to get to the dinner table at Christmas and there'd be Brussels, I'd be like, ugh. But we're gonna make Brussels taste fabulous. We're gonna make some crispy shaved Brussels sprouts with a miso maple sesame dressing. I usually trim off as little as possible of the end piece, and then we're gonna slice them fine, just like this. So we're gonna make this maple miso sesame marinade that we're gonna coat the Brussels in before they get put in the oven. So I'm trying to spread the Brussels as thinly as possible so they can have an opportunity to get as crispy as possible. Time to pop it in the oven. Well, these look so crispy and really delicious. My goodness, let's give it a go. A great balance of all flavors. Delicious. I hope these recipes make your holiday dinners a little bit more exciting and that you share them with your friends and families and create lots of wonderful memories around them.
Any olive oil?
Thank you. Appreciate it. Ready?
Yes.
Are you tired? You know what that was? The butternut squash falling into the thing.
Weird. Sorry.
Let's start with for this dish, we're gonna. Oh no.